So are you part of Disney?
Yes.
So first of all, I just want to say the last 48 hours has been horrendous. I want an accessible cruise. I want one where I, can have a good time and feel included.
There is actually, I think it's a 4-night cruise that goes to Hobart from Melbourne. There are accessible cabins.
If you've watched my first cruise experience on MSC Grandiosa, you would know that it wasn't great. It definitely wasn't very good for accessibility. But I've been wanting to book another cruise to give it a go again.
A cruise blogger named Honey with a page called Cruising with Honey sent me a DM. So I thought I'd reach out to her and see if she can give me a hand booking my next cruise.
Hello, how are you?
Hi Shane, I'm great. How are you?
Good, so good to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. I'm a big fan. What you're doing is just fabulous to broadcast the difficulties people with disabilities have with cruising and to hopefully affect change in the industry.
I mean, it was definitely a bit of a shock going on my first cruise and it not being as accessible as I thought it would. Having that a lot of, older people cruise and people with disabilities, it's a go-to. I just thought it was going to be super accessible. So hopefully my next cruise is going to be a little bit more inclusive than this one.
A lot of planning is in that prep stage and understanding exactly what is on offer and if it suits your needs.
Honey was optimistic that she could reignite my confidence in cruising again and was willing to give me some advice and guidance on booking my next cruise.
Obviously, I want an accessible cruise. I want one where I, can have a good time and feel included. And a lot of the comments that people have been putting in recommendations, a lot of people are saying, check out Virgin or check out Disney. They're probably some of the most predominant ones. What are your thoughts on those?
Look, I've heard great reviews for accessible cabins and for those with mobility issues for Virgin and for Disney. The Disney Wonder, which is here in Australia during cruise season, so she'll be here for a few more months. There is actually, I think it's a 4-night cruise that goes to Hobart from Melbourne. There are accessible cabins. Now, we're just going to have a look online and make sure that it is in fact an accessible cabin. Check that if it's available, and also the placement of where it is. So looking at the deck plans. But if you're ready for a spontaneous cruise, we can jump online and have a look.
Spontaneous travel is my jam. I don't like planning a year in advance. And a lot of the comments on my cruise video said, look, it's your fault. You should have booked the cruise at least a year in advance. So how many weeks away is this cruise?
I think it's 4 weeks away. Look, I've never booked a cruise a year in advance. The beauty about cruising is that if you get the whim to sail the seas, there's usually a cabin somewhere available for you. And I'm just really excited to see you try a different cruise line here in Australia and see how it compares with accessibility options.
I'm really keen to check it out. And the funny thing was, I only booked my cruise with MSC a few weeks before the cruise left. And this is exactly the same. This is only a few weeks away, I guess. So, if it's true and there is an accessible cabin, like what an incredible experience it will be to check it out.
Like you're a spontaneous traveler like I am, jump online and see what's available. It's like booking a hotel. But as I said, we've got to make sure that it's actually an accessible cabin or you're going to face the same challenges you had on MSC. So with Disney, it's just on their website. It's disneycruises.com, and I think you have to create an account, and then it's just a matter of selecting the itinerary and we can go from there.
Let's book this. Let's make it happen. Well, I'm excited to say that I've now officially booked my cruise. I booked a 4-night cruise on the Disney Magic, and it goes from Melbourne to Hobart and then to Sydney. Anyone can go online and book. You don't have to be a travel agent, which is also really helpful too. One of the interesting things about the booking process is you can just click accessible room and then it shows you the accessible room so you can make a booking. But if you want to book a wheelchair accessible room, it doesn't charge you any extra. However, it doesn't ask you to prove your disability. Now that to me is a little bit of a problem because it means that anybody can book an accessible room. If anyone could book, then perhaps they're getting taken up by people that don't have disabilities and people that perhaps don't need them. So it's all locked in. I've got my booking confirmation. It says I have an accessible room. Let's find out how inclusive Disney is and see if it's more inclusive than MSC. So I have some exciting news to share with you. I've got a very special guest coming along the cruise with me. Up. It's Whitney! Whitney is a certified service dog, and I contacted Disney to let them know that Whitney is coming along on the cruise ship. And they asked me a bunch of questions such as, what task does the dog perform? What is the breed? And what is the service dog's name? I sent the cruise company a photograph of Whitney's identification, and they came back to me 48 hours before the cruise disembarked saying, we are doing a quick check-in to see how you're progressing with the mandatory documentation for Australian Department of Forestry and Fisheries needed to sail with your assistance dog on Disney Wonder. So it turns out that even though we're in Australian waters, we need special certification for Whitney to be able to come on a cruise ship to Hobart. I have to visit a vet and get tick treatments and a whole lot of other treatments and a letter from a vet to say that Whitney is safe to travel from Melbourne to Hobart. So I'm about to head now to the vet to get some vaccinations and some treatment for Whitney, and hopefully the cruise line will accept the certificate and allow Whitney to travel. Whitney and I were on our way now to Swan Street Vet. It's in Richmond in Victoria, and the amazing team have booked Whitney in last minute. So hopefully they can help us out with the certification and the vaccinations we need to get into Hobart. How are you? Whitney and I had a chat this morning and she was telling me how excited she is about the Disney cruise. Weren't you? Especially getting to eat up Mickey Mouse.
This is how it ends, huh?
Puppy hop, do you want a treat? Where's the treat? So this is where you get to see all of Whitney's great tricks. It's amazing what she'll do for food. Up, up, high five. Yes. You're a clever girl. All right, backflip, backflip, not drop, backflip. She's still learning that one. Hello.
Cool, I'll leave that there for the vet.
Thank you.
Proper thing.
So this is the certificate that needs to be filled out, and it's a health certificate for an assistance dog, Commonwealth Biosecurity Act 2015. Oh, hello.
So Lydia, nice to meet you.
I'm Shane, this is Whitney.
Oh, you're quite cute, Whitney. So I just need to do a little health exam. I'll fill in the paperwork and I'll pop the food treatment on for her.
Oh.
Does she have the treats?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have a little treat in a second.
She loves treats.
Oh. That's all good, hey? We've got this calm heart rate actually.
Oh.
Come on a bit then.
She's
Come on, good
chill.
girl. You
Whitney,
can have your little treat.
come here.
Let's get your little chip. Oh yeah. That's all good.
Like the goodest girl, Whitney cooperated with the tick and flea treatments, as well as tapeworm medication, which was hidden inside treats, to get her up to speed with the Disney cruise boarding requirements.
Get that, Whitney, get one more.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Whitney, this is your big treat. Big bag of dog food. All right, well, thank you. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Bye. So I have the documentation I need. So hopefully Disney will let Whitney onto the cruise. And I've even got some food for her. That should last a day or two. Let's go cruising. Are you ready? Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, Disney! I'm about to set sail on the Disney Wonder cruise ship. The Disney Wonder was made in 1999. To put that in perspective, the movie Lion King was 5 years old when this ship set sail. Come with me as we take this cruise, and we'll see what access is like on this 25-year-old ship. This Disney cruise will be leaving here, Melbourne Port Pier, today at 5 p.m, just in a couple of hours. Day 2 of the cruise will be at sea, and day 3 will be arriving at Hobart around 8 o'clock in the morning, where I have a full day itinerary planned. I'll be heading to the famous Mona Gallery. After that, day 4, we set sail again, and we spend the day and night at sea before day 5 arriving in Sydney, pulling up right next to the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the Opera House. The Disney Wonder ship, it's part of the Disney Magic class fleet. It's 300 metres long and it's 84,000 gross tonnes and has 11 decks. Fits 2,700 passengers a 950 crew. It's a classic Art Deco design. This ship may not be the latest in high-tech features, but it's classic Disney. On this cruise, I'll be checking out accessibility. I'll be looking at the pools, restaurants, theatres, all the entertainment areas, including the buffets as well. In just a few minutes, I'm heading towards that ship, but the last 48 hours have been extraordinarily challenging. After I went to the vet with Whitney, I sent all the documentation to Disney, and this is what they had to say. How are you progressing with the mandatory documentation from the Australian Department of Forests and Fisheries? Without final department approval, the assistance dog will not be able to board the cruise vessel. After many emails back and forth with Disney and government departments, where DAF said that all this paperwork wasn't necessary, I finally emailed the National Disability Minister and asked for her help. Her department forwarded my email onto the Department of Agricultural, Fisheries and Forestry, and the Assistant Secretary sent me an email saying, "Thanks for reaching out and apologies if you have received inconsistent advice for Whitney. Your query has come to me for consideration. Given that this is a domestic cruise only, there is no need to have an import permit, so no further action is needed on our end, and I hope you have a great cruise." All up, I've spent over 20 hours with emails and communication with Disney, government departments, vet appointments. The process has been extraordinarily long and also costly. I personally feel for people with service dogs, especially people with visual impairments who depend on their service dogs to live active and independent lives. Navigating this process that I've navigated with no vision would be traumatic. This whole process to this point makes it feel that Disney doesn't want service dogs on their cruise ships. I'm about to board now, so come with me and let's see if we can get on the ship and have a magical time. I can't believe we're almost at the boarding point. There it is, the big Disney Wonder sign on the side of the ship. Yellow life rafts. I hope there's enough, and I wonder if the life rafts are accessible. Hi, how are you?
Your doggy.
This is Whitney, yeah.
You're going to come cruise the lift, so
Oh.
you can hop up. This is the escalator.
And this is the Disney cruise. I'm at the right spot.
At the right spot.
Oh,
You're
good.
a lovely doggy.
Well, Whitney, she is a VIP. She's a VID. Very important dog.
Oh, okay, VID.
I love it. Love it.
Enjoy your cruise.
Thank you so much. This is the first adventure ride we get to go on, is it? The lift.
Have fun. Thank you.
Thanks. Look out for the crypt, they said in the memo. Wow. Hi, good. How are you? Okay, thank you.
Why not?
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good, thank you.
The manager of guest services is
Yeah.
coming out just to verify your documentation.
Okay, cool.
Yep, and he's on his way right now.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So are you part of Disney?
Yes.
So first of all, I just want to say the last 48 hours has been horrendous
sorry.
because Disney has been like, you need to provide this, and then I ring the government, and the government says, no, you don't need to provide this.
Right.
And then Disney says, no, you do, and if you
Yeah.
don't, you won't be allowed on the boat.
It's come up from the Sydney Port Authorities.
Yeah.
So when we have sent the paperwork to them, they need the paperwork.
So last night I emailed the minister, and the minister's office responded back going, the information Disney's provided is incorrect. This is an email here, I'll just show you. It's from the Assistant Secretary for Animal Biological Imports. And they've said, thank you for reaching out and apologies about experience. Given this is a domestic cruise only, there is no need to have any
Lovely.
import
Have
permit.
you forwarded this email to us?
The department has emailed your area. But what I'm saying is that, I've contacted your office.
Right.
And you say to contact them, they say you don't need it.
Right.
Then we contact you.
Because I'll tell you what,
but just let me finish if that's
Right.
okay. And then we contact you, and then you say, no, we need it, or your dog can't come on the cruise.
Right.
And then I go back to the office again, and the office says that's nonsense. I had to go all the way up to the top of the minister.
Right.
And also the minister's office said they're available to be called
Okay.
if there are any issues during this boarding process. Right now, I'm not sure they're going to let Whitney on the cruise. I've done everything they've asked. I've responded to emails, gone to the vet. Whitney's received every treatment under the sun, and I've even written to ministers, and still no green light for Whitney to come on board the ship. I've got a friend on standby ready to pick Whitney up from the terminal, just in case they say no.
Absolutely, you'll be coming on board for noon. Like there is nothing.
Oh good, so we get to come onto
Yes,
it?
absolutely.
Whitney, hear that, Whitney? You're allowed on the boat. I just hope the process gets better for people with disabilities. booking in the future.
Yes.
You want people to have a magical time.
Correct.
So far, it has been anything but magical.
Yes,
So,
yes. No, I get your point.
so we can go.
Yes, go straight over here.
Okay.
You'll go through security, and then once you go ahead and go around, photos, and then
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Right, next stage, stage 2. But Whitney gets to cruise. Woohoo! We have just made it through the check-in process, and it was a little bit touch and go. It took a half an hour. And honestly, at one stage I thought, look, they're probably still not going to let Whitney onto the cruise ship. But the person from guest services did say that we might have issues getting into Sydney because we need to provide special forms to the biosecurity team, even though an email has been sent today from the biosecurity team advising that everything's okay. So it's a little bit stressful thinking that we're on the cruise ship, but it's still not yet resolved. So hopefully the process gets reviewed and it becomes easier for people with disabilities and service dogs to book to go on cruise ships in the future. G'day.
You gonna be right?
Is it a bit, oh, it's a bit steep, isn't it? Do you want to give me a bit of a push, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, steep, getting steeper. Whoop.
Yeah, right.
Whoa. Thank you so much. Whoa. Thank you.
Thank you, all set.
Got both of them?
That's it.
Thank you.
Whitney, Shane, and Brett.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Disney Wonder, please welcome aboard Whitney, Shane, and Brett.
After going through that extraordinarily painful check-in process, it's funny because they're like, welcome aboard! So anyway, I'm going to wash away the challenges of the booking process and getting on the ship, and I promised to myself that I'm going to have a magical time. Just before they said that the room key is just outside the room, which is on level 6, 6500 stateroom, category 9A. So let's see if we can find the room. Let's go. Oh my God. Hi, how's it going? I wonder what traumatic they experienced they had trying to get on this cruise ship. This lift is so tiny. I can only just fit in here, but at least I can fit. But I wonder how they would go fitting a power wheelchair in here. Okay, 66500. 6560 this way. Hello. Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Wow. After a rocky start, I've finally made it. I'm so excited to start living out my fantasy as a Disney prince in my accessible room aboard the grand and magical Disney Wonder. And this is it. I found the room. They said the key cards would be just outside. I love it, they're nice and high. Oh my. It's a very heavy door. Yeah. Wow. There's not even enough room to move around this bed. I can't move in the room. This is as far as I can go in the room. Oh my God. This is not an accessible room. This is not an accessible room. This is crazy. How on earth did this happen? I feel like I'm having PTSD trauma from my MSC cruise. Oh my God, absolutely not. There's no way in the world this could happen again, and guess what? It's happened again. Oh my God, this is so bad. I can't move in the room. This is as far as I can go in the room. I feel like I'm having PTSD trauma from my MSC cruise. I was like, there's no way in the world this could happen again, and guess what? It's happened again. Gee whiz. All right, now to do the 17-point turn.
We go to the right room? Does it have your name on it or something?
Whitney, come here. Oh, maybe it's the wrong... I've got the wrong room. Quick. So that was very embarrassing. I went into a room that wasn't mine. I'm in 6500 and it said 6550, so anyway, how embarrassing. But here I am thinking, trauma. I've got another non-accessible room, so let's just hope this one is going to be accessible. I'll just let the guy know. Excuse me, I made a mistake. I'm in 6500, but I accidentally opened 6550. Can you pass on my apology? Sorry. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. Where is it? 6500. Service animal inside stateroom. That's you, Whitney. Hello. I can't believe it. Oh my God, it's an automatic door. Wow. Isn't this great? An accessible room. Come on in, Whitney. Check it out. It's got a 3-seater lounge, a little table. It's even got a queen-size bed, a window to look out of, and it even has a click button. Oh, I thought that was for the bathroom. And an accessible bathroom. Look at it. This is fantastic. Just roll into the shower. Well, that's it. We've made it on the cruise ship. We've checked into the accessible room finally. I'm relieved that Whitney got to come on the cruise, but to be really honest with you, the last few days I thought that it wasn't going to happen, but I'm so glad and relieved that it did happen. Like I said, I'm just going to wash away the stresses of the getting on the cruise ship and the check-in process, and then I'm going to hopefully have an amazing cruise. But first, I need a nap. The crew have set up a relief station, which is a fancy way of saying an area for Whitney to and somewhere on deck 4. I'm going to do a lap around and see if I can find the relief station. So it mustn't be here. All right, try it this way. Ah, look, it's the relief station. Service Animal Relief Area. Cool. Oh, it stinks like I'm traveling with a little bit of fake lawn, and I leave this next to where Whitney back home. So she smells it and knows it's a place to go potty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the fake lawn just inside the relief area, so she'll smell it, and hopefully she'll do a and a It's a heavy gate. Ooh. Here's the test. Will Whitney do a piss? Come on, Whitney. Come here. I think she's terrified. Come on, in you go. Do-ease. Quick. Quick. Do-ease. Go on.
Just as I was trying to get Whitney to relieve herself at the relief station, a safety emergency briefing was announced over the PA system. We'll have to come back and give this a go in a while. I just really hope that Whitney doesn't pee on the deck in the meantime.
We're about to begin the mandatory safety evacuation procedure. They're going to tell us that if there's an emergency, you just jump off this railing if you can. I'm just joking. And we're going to learn about what to do in the case of an emergency. It's like the first adventure on the Disney cruise is how to get off the Disney cruise. Just above me are the life rafts. So in an emergency, they must push them off the edge, and then we have to get in them.
The mandatory emergency drill will begin at the end of this announcement. If you or anyone in your party have sensitive hearing, you may want to cover your ears at this time.
May I have your attention, please? It is mandatory that every single guest on board attend this very important drill. Thank you for your cooperation.
The emergency evacuation drill is over. I now know how to get off the boat if there's an emergency. They said that they will also take Whitney on the boat if there's an emergency. So yeah, I'm relieved. Good girl. We have now set sail. We have left the dock of Melbourne. We're on our way to Hobart, and I'm so excited. As you know, my last cruise experience was not great. I got a bit of a problem with my room. and it's not accessible. And so far this has been pretty awesome. And I'm just excited to cruise Australian waters. I'm in Cove Cafe and I've just stopped in here for a weak oat cappuccino, and it's got a dog on top, Pluto, and it's an adults only area. So if you want to break from kids and babies and screaming children, this is where you go. They even give you a delicious little cookie. And the neat thing is the coffee's only $14.50. What a bargain. Whilst I was sitting here relaxing, sipping on my weak oat cappuccino, the head of entertainment for the cruise ship tracked me down to let me know there's a welcome event happening shortly on the main deck. So just through here, there's a big party happening to welcome everyone onto the cruise ship. So let's go party! Wow. Welcome to Disney Cruise! Woo!
Alright, so we just want to welcome you again to Triton's, our elegant restaurant inspired from the Disney classic fairy tale, The Little Mermaid.
I'm about to head to Triton's restaurant. That's where we're having the first dinner tonight here on the cruise. And I believe it's very Little Mermaid thing.
Table 82.
82.
Ren and Shane.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
As you can see at the mural at the back of the restaurant, we got Princess Ariel, King Triton, Sebastian and Flounder, main characters of the movie, and the ceiling as well as living life under the sea.
The menu is French inspired, and they've got stuff on here like appetizers of jumbo shrimp and iced lobster. For mains you can have a pasta, salmon, roast duck breast, and they've even got vegetarian options. I've ordered the French onion soup and it is delicious, and it's very cheesy. Have a look at it. Wow. Don't be silly, I can't fit that in my mouth. Whitney's over here staring at me going, can I have some of your French onion soup too, please? I ordered the chicken. Check it out. It's even on the bone, which makes it easy to eat. You can just pick it up and be like, wow, delicious. So I've just eaten my dinner, and in a few minutes from now, I believe there's going to be a show. To say that I am excited is an understatement.
Please welcome Mickey and the gang.
Woo! It's absolutely exhilarating. Wow, unreal. Just finished dinner. What an amazing experience. Honestly, today, apart from the checking in and boarding process with Whitney, apart from that, it's been an amazing time. I probably had more fun today than I probably did on my entire last MSC cruise. So that says a lot. And the staff are just incredible. But it's not over yet. There's another show coming up in about an hour. Golden Mickey. Let's do it. What's one of the songs from Little Mermaid? I can show you the world. No, that's Pocahontas.
You coming to the Golden Mickeys?
We are.
It's quite loud. There's also confetti and pyrotechnics on the stage.
Winnie, hop up here. Would you like pyrotechnics and confetti? I'm on my way now to meet Zara. She's the entertainment coordinator for the ship, and we're going to learn everything about all the entertainment available on the ship and what the access is like. Hi, Zara.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
How are you?
Lovely to meet you.
Hello there. Now we've got two choices for you.
Yep.
If we go this way through our secret entrance, you're going to be in the front of the theatre, in the front row.
Yeah.
Or if we go up to the top, you'll be in the back section, but also an accessible section up there.
How loud is it?
It's quite loud. There's also confetti and pyrotechnics on the stage.
Winnie, hop up here. Would you like pyrotechnics and confetti? She says she wants to go to the back.
That's okay. We'll go to the back, Whitney. Let's go. So come on through this way for us.
Oh, the popcorn. I smell the popcorn.
Smell popcorn.
Wow, look at this.
This is the Walt Disney Theatre. Here's where all of our Broadway style shows will be. This one personally is my favourite, the Golden Mickeys.
Why is this one your favourite?
I think it just celebrates all of Disney and all of the stories for Disney as well. So it's pretty incredible. It really, really is.
I hear there's Disney movies in the theatre around here, is that
There
right?
is, yes, as well. So this theatre also turns into a movie theatre, and we also do have an actual movie theatre on board.
Is
The movie
Lion
theatre.
King on any of them?
The new Mufasa?
Yeah.
Yes, sure is.
What
We
about
offer-
the OG, the original 90s?
The OG Lion King. That one not in the cinemas. It's only the newer releases in the cinemas, but on your stateroom TV,
Is it too late
we've
to get
got...
off the ship then?
I mean, I think it is, unless you want to swim. That's the thing.
I've got my bathers on.
There you go.
And Whitney's a great swimmer.
I bet she is. She's super cute. So if you would like to come on over here, this is probably the best spot, and then you can go right next in the reserve seat next to, and then you've got space for Whitney as well up
Thank
here.
you so much. I'll see you at the end.
Of course.
The theatre is amazing and the accessibility is great. There's a spot right here designed for wheelchair users, so there's a spot that's missing. And Zara and all the staff on the ship are just so incredibly helpful, and it's such an inclusive experience so far. I'm just shocked about how they go above and beyond to make sure that everyone, not just people with disabilities, feel included. Take notice, cruise companies out there. This is how you do inclusive cruises.
Here you go.
Oh my God, thank
Enjoy.
you so much.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Look, she wants some popcorn. Shall I give her a little piece? There we go. Whoa! Salty, good. Okay, the show's about to start. They've just said no cameras, no flash photography, no nothing. So I'm switching off now. Wish me luck. So the show's almost done. There's about 5-10 minutes to go. And it stopped for technical difficulties. Everyone's sitting here, hanging out in anticipation as to what's going to happen next. Meanwhile, Whitney is down here, fast asleep, dreaming about Pocahontas.
We are now ready to resume.
Yay!
Mickeys! Enjoy the end of the show.
That was the Golden Wickies. Fantastic. Go Walt Disney, go. I mean, he's dead, isn't he? But his head's still frozen, so I guess he's still around. Well, it's the end of day one, and it got off to a very rocky start with trying to get Whitney on the cruise ship. So are you part of Disney?
Yes.
So first of all, I just want to say the last 48 hours has been horrendous. But we got on the cruise.
Please welcome aboard Whitney, Jane, and Grace.
And it's been great so far. And all the staff are being absolutely amazing. The restaurant's been great, the theatre. But I tell you what, I'm absolutely knackered and I'm ready for sleep. So, wishing you good night and looking forward to continuing the cruise adventure tomorrow. Bonsoir! Come on, Whitney! Well, now that I'm awake, I'm going to head to the gym and do a bit of a workout. So I found the gym, it's just in here, right next to the smoking section. I've just woken up after my first night's sleep. I actually slept really well. The bed was extremely comfortable, but it was quite rocky all night. Lucky I don't get seasickness. Where's the relief station for the dog? Is it on the starboard?
On the starboard side.
Other side. Okay, I get confused. Thank you so much. The bathroom for Whitney is on the very end of one side of the boat, on the corner, and then the bedroom is at the far end of the other corner. So it's a bit of a dash just to make sure that she makes it to the bathroom in time. Whitney, oi. It's such a nice time to be out and about. I'm the only person around except for a couple of staff, and it is so beautiful. It's probably like 24 degrees, and it's nice just getting to see the sun slowly starting to rise on the horizon just over here. It's pretty special. I get the whole boat to myself. Almost there, Whitney. Almost there. Good girl. She was definitely busting. Good girl. Well, now that I'm awake, I'm going to head to the gym and do a bit of a workout.
It's crazy how there's no one around and everything's empty, but it's cool that the cafe's open. So I'll head there shortly after my workout to get my morning coffee. So I found the gym, it's just in here, right next to the smoking section. The fitness center is set inside of the day spa. So I'm just wheeling past all the different massage rooms right now. And it seems like I'm not the only one who had the idea of getting here early to work out. There's 2 other people, so it's busy. Whitney, on your bed. Drop. Good girl. I just finished my workout. The gym is actually really pretty great. It's definitely got 90s vibes in it and lots of equipment. Some of the equipment is a little bit old and there might be a little bit too much equipment because it's a little bit cluttered. One part of the gym I couldn't actually get around because the edge of the workout mat and the cross trainer were so close together. Won't be going this way. And a couple of the ramps up to the top level where I am now are quite steep. But apart from that, it's an accessible gym. And the great thing is, they've got these big windows where you get to look out of the ocean and watch the sunrise as you're working out. Just going for a wheel around the deck and they're currently setting up the pool for the day. I've just noticed that it's all completely accessible with ramp access all the way around. The really neat thing about the pool is that you can just wheel up to this ledge and it's actually at a really good transfer height for you to transfer out of your wheelchair onto this ledge and into the water. And because we're out to sea and the ship is actually moving a little bit from side to side, you can see the water in the pool swishing from side to side as well. It's very cool, but it also makes you realize how much the ship is actually moving as we're cruising through the ocean. Getting in and out of the doors to the deck is quite a pain, especially if you're in a wheelchair. Go on, Whitney, come on.
Oh, there's no way to do it without crashing into the door.
I'm about to go through another set of doors and all the doors are very, very heavy. And there's quite a steep ramp when you go outside and another lip. So let's see if I can get myself out on my own. Oh, thank you so much. Whoa.
It's pretty chilly out there though.
Yeah, it's a bit fresh, thanks. So I know what you're thinking. You're like, what's your dog gonna do for exercise on the cruise ship? Well, if you do 3 laps of deck 4, it's 1 mile. So I'm gonna do a couple of laps around the deck. So Whitney and I can get some exercise. Well, I've had my exercise, so she can get some. All right, there's a bit of a steep ramp to get back up to this section. Hopefully my smart drive can get me up. Whoa, oh, it's working, it's working. I found the room with the anchor. Just in case you all wanted to know, Whitney just did a number 2. The relief station is working. Tell you what though, it definitely stinks. The only small issue with the relief station is that there's a lip to get in and out, which is kind of funny because typically people with disabilities, especially wheelchair users, have service dogs. So getting in and out of there to pick up the dog poop is a little bit of a challenge. Now that I've completed the hot lap, it's time to see if I can get back inside the door again. So you just press this button and the doors open. However, the second doors are not automatic. This is the lip, so there's a little bit of a ramp. And then once you get up the ramp, there's another lip, which is about 1 inch. So it's really tricky to get over that with wheels. I mean, it's one thing to have an incline, but it's another thing to have a 1 inch lip to not be able to get up and over in a wheelchair. Go on, Whitney, come on.
Oh, there's no way to do it without crashing into the door.
Oh, Whitney, come on. Getting in and out of the doors to the deck is quite a pain, especially if you're in a wheelchair, because a lot of the doors have an automatic button, but then a push door afterwards, so you've got an airlock and... Anyway, this is the only door that I've found in the entire ship that has an automatic door, just one automatic door. And it's great, I'll show you how easily I can get in and out of the deck. And just roll straight out, no lip.
How amazing is it? Disney, if you're watching this video, please make all your doors to the deck just like this one. What's really cool about Disney cruises, which I didn't have any clue about until I ordered this ship, is that people decorate their doors with these cute little pictures and Disney things. And a lot of people, because they're so excited about being on a cruise ship, they spent weeks and months making these, painting these, designing these, and putting them on the door. And what's really cool is you can gift different Disney gifts or any gift to other passengers. So people put these little gifts in these little pouches. And what I do is I go around all day and empty the pouches and take it all into my room. Anyway, great way to get gifts for free. Hi, how are you? What's your name?
Joanne.
Shane, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Now I love this door. What's going on here and what are all these pouches for?
This is for pixie dusting and it's people just drop off little gifts.
And so people just roll in here and they just put stuff in for free. And what do you put in other people's stuff?
I made these little Mickey games with these little Mickey buttons.
Oh, that's so cute.
My children have delivered and pixie dusted for other people.
I love that. I never knew this even existed. That's crazy.
I didn't either until I watched a million YouTube blogs and found out it's a thing.
Well, thank you for sharing that with me. Have a wonderful cruise.
You too.
And enjoy your pixie dusting. Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called.
Well, we're off to pixie dust. Thank you.
See you later.
Okay, just joking. I'm not stealing stuff. But what a great idea. After my 14-minute exercise this morning, I'm famished and ready for breakfast. Come, let's check out the breakfast buffet.
Doors opening, going up. Doors closing, doors opening.
Doors opening, doors closing, doors closing, doors opening. I think she's a little bit confused.
Going up.
The buffet we're heading to is called Cabana's. It's easy to remember. Coco, Coco Cabana. I don't know the rest of the words, but I'll pretend to sing along. It's all you can eat. So you just fill up a plate and you can just keep going back and over again. But I'm very excited because I need some toast, I need some eggs, and I definitely need some more coffee. On the way to the buffet, and you can see Disney movies playing on the big screen. Isn't that cool? This is the 24-hour soft drink station. So if you're a sweet tooth and like to have Coke all times of the day, this is where you come to do it or have it. And just next to me here is the tea station. And as much as you like for free. Free coffee! Oh, that's decaf. Decaf, no one wants that shit. Only person that wants that is Richard Branson. Hello. We're here for breakfast. Is this the buffet?
Yes, sir.
Oh, amazing. Just go straight through?
Yes.
Thank
Can
you.
I assist you with a plate?
Whereabouts should we sit? Anywhere?
I have the table.
Oh, okay, thank you. Wow, this is fantastic. Red got me my breakfast and it looks amazing. So I've got baked beans, hash brown, eggs, fried rice, bok choy, some other random thing which I have no idea. What the hell is this? Congee.
Congee.
Oh, congee. Oh, looks delicious. You can even order, for an extra charge, barista coffee. Check it out. And look what they put on top. Can you guess who it is? Oh my god. This is so good. Oh, I could live on this ship. There are so many different types of food here at the buffet. You can get your standard bacon and eggs, you can get eggs Benedict, tacos, Asian food, breads, pancakes, but there's literally like 50 or more different types of food that you can choose from. Staff are all amazing and friendly. And the neat thing is that if you have a disability, they'll even help you find a table, remove the chair for you, and they even offer to help get the food for you as well. How inclusive is that? A really neat thing is they've got a wash station designed for wheelchair users, so you can wheel under here and you don't need to touch anything at all. Isn't that fantastic? That one's not automatic. Excuse me, paper towel. Can I have one, please? Oh, hang on. Not as automatic as I expected.
See you again, Shane.
Oh, you too. See ya. It's getting choppier and choppier, and we're definitely getting a bit more of a rock in the ship. If you're sensitive to rockiness, this might not be the cruise for you. The part of the video you've all been waiting for. The grand tour of the Disney Wonder cruise ship. Come with me as we explore every deck on the ship. We're going to start as low as we can go and work our way up on every level to check out everything on this ship. From the bars, cafes, nightclubs, theatres, gyms, spas, saunas, everything. Come for me on this tour and let's check out the wonder of Disney Wonder. Come on in! We have arrived on level 1. If we come this way, we will be able to go to the health centre. On level 1, there's fire doors, which are very different to the fire doors in other levels. There's actually quite a large ramp going over each of them. The ramp's pretty steep, so yeah, caution getting over there. And if you're in a wheelchair and you need to get to the medical room, this is something you'll need to navigate. Also, getting through the hallways can be a little bit challenging because there's plenty of obstacles. All right, I think I found the health centre. It smells like a health centre. It smells very medical. Okay, health centre ashore. So that was the medical centre. So if you break your leg or, have bum wheeze, you can go there and get treatment. And now we're on to level 2. This is where you come to book your port adventures. And the really neat thing is they've set up their counter for wheelchair access. So behind me, you can just roll up to the desk. I just wonder if I could speak to Mickey Mouse, please. This is guest services. So this is where you come to complain about your room not being accessible. The staff are super friendly. So if there's anything you need throughout your cruise, you just roll on up and say, hey, help me. And guess what? They help. Behind me is a photo area, and pretty much all day, every day, you can come here and get photos with different Disney characters. So if you want to come here and capture the special moment with Winnie the Pooh, Pocahontas, even Ursula, this is where you do it, right behind me. On every level of the ship, there are these huge portholes. And the neat thing as well is that you get to see all the weather, calm water, big storms, and right now, it's quite nice out there. If you look long enough, you might even see a dolphin. Behind me is the French Quarter Bar, and throughout the day and evenings, they've got different activities. Right now, they've got trivia, but they've also got jazz bands, blues bands, and I believe you can even do karaoke. My favorite. I can show you the world. This behind me is Tiana's restaurant. This is where we're coming on our last night. So every night on the cruise ship, you get to rotate different restaurants. It's all included in the cruise package as well. It's open for lunch and dinner every night. If you're a person with disability, the next part of the ship is the part that you're most fascinated and curious about. It's the dunny. Come with me and let's check out the accessible toilet. Thank you. What's your name? Ronald?
Yes, sir.
And Ronald's even here to let you in. The accessible bathrooms are hands down stunning. Some of the most beautiful bathrooms I've seen in a public place. And the neat thing is for wheelchair users is you can wheel straight under here. They've got grab rails. The only thing is they're a little bit narrow, some of them. So if you're in a large power wheelchair, you might struggle to turn around. Hey Whitney, what do you think of the toilet?
Do you like it?
Two things to be aware of on this cruise ship is the toilet paper is extraordinarily thin. So if you like thick paper, you're gonna have to fold it just a few times. And there's bins. However, they're foot operated, just like this one here at this accessible bathroom. So if you want to open the bin, you need to lean down and press it with your hand, which is a little bit unhygienic. Let's continue the tour of the ship. This is Triton's. This is where I went for dinner last night. Great. Dory is amazing. Delicious. Get it. This is the Grand Atrium. And yes, it is the main part of the cruise ship. Isn't it amazing? And very loud. And just a little bit magical. Come with me now as we head to the Cadillac Lounge. This is a adults only section.
So if you want to get reprieve from the screaming kids, or even your screaming kids, come here. Inside here is the Crown and Fin pub, Cadillac Lounge, and the crown jewel of this cruise ship, Zara nightclub. And during the day, you can come here and do bingo and games and trivia. Pretty much all the spaces are multi-use, so restaurants and bars typically have a different function throughout the day. And later on, adults go there and get messed up. So let's come into the Cadillac Lounge.
Just to bring the window down, zone out the free.
This is Crown and Fin behind me, which is a true style British pub. And that, my friends, is level 3. And now we're off to level 4. This is also where Whitney does her peas and poos. Right now, we're on deck number 4, where we've been to quite a lot because this is where Whitney does her business. But on deck 4 is where all the life rafts are. They're yellow and they wrap all the way around the ship. It's very 1930s, very similar to what it was in the Titanic, for example. And around the deck, there's also some games that you can play. For instance, this one's called Shuffle Board. And the way it works is you have a stick and you've got to be able to push this and try to get the numbers on the other side. As you can see, I'm terrible at this. And if you want to sit here and read a book, there's also lovely day beds all the way around the deck so you can sit down, relax. But unfortunately, they can't bring you cocktails to this level. This is Walt Disney Theatre. This is where we were last night. It's closed during the day, but sometimes it's open as a theatre so you can watch movies. This is the retail outlet for the cruise ship. It's called Mickey's Mainsail. Supposedly, all the stock in here changes depending on the country you're in. Because of consumer laws, you need to be 10 nautical miles away from Australian land to be able to sell anything at all. Welcome to D Lounge. Now this is where all the adult action takes place. Again, another space for trivia, spin the bottle, speed dating. It's currently closed right now, but later on this night, this place is going to go off. We are now in the jewellery store. In here you can buy watches, diamond rings. You can get all the bling bling that you want just from this one space. You can even buy yourself a Rolex. This here is Animator's Palette. This is where we're going tonight for dinner. And you get to draw things. And then your drawings become animations. And then they come to life in a motion picture. And then they get put into a Disney film, which then goes to cinemas all around the world. It all happens here tonight at Animator's Palette. So that was level 4, and now we're off to level 5. Behind me, here on level 5, is the Buena Vista Theatre. This level also has the Small World Nursery. So if you want to offload your children for the day, this is the level to do it. Here in the Buena Vista Theatre, you can see all the latest Disney movies, like The Rise of the Red, Inside Out 2, Mona 2. All right, so I've just been told by the camera operator that it's not Mona, it's Moana 2. I'm a Disney fan. Something you should know about me. I'm an absolute popcorn fiend. I will literally eat buckets and buckets of this. And then I'll wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning dying of dehydration. Thanks for taking Whitney. I will see you later tonight. Bye. Oh, can't believe they took Whitney. Just joking. Whitney, come here. Here she is. We wouldn't let you go, would we? No. So that was deck 5, and we're back in the lift again, heading to deck 6. And this is the deck where our cabin is. Backing out. Beep, 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 beep. The only thing that's on this level here is staterooms. All the way down the end of this corridor is my room, and all the way down here is the laundrette. Let's go check out the laundrette. But the interesting thing about the cabins on this level is that you can literally see from one end of the ship to the other end of the ship. It's incredible how long it is. And also, the carpet is very thick, so it's really difficult to wheel over in a wheelchair. So if you are coming on a cruise, bring a power assist like my Smart Drive, because it will make it easy for you to roll over the carpet. I have located the laundry. This is where you come to get your washing done. Or if you run out of clothes and looking for a different outfit, then just come here and grab someone else's out of the dryer. Come with me, let's see what we can find in there. Oh my God, Calvin Klein undies, I'm taking these. Just joking. Now I've got that happy little working song stuck in my head. And the neat thing is you just use your Disney cruise card and tap it on the machine to pay. And it's neat to be able to do your own washing, which is so much cheaper than just dropping your laundry off and getting it washed for like $7 per piece of underwear. This is much better value. I'm back at Cabanas for lunch at the buffet. Just made myself the most delicious taco. And the food is, again, absolutely unreal. I have some sad news to share with you. When I went through the buffet, I noticed one of the most famous Disney characters from The Little Mermaid, Sebastian the Crab.
Your Majesty!
Well, unfortunately, he ended up in the buffet. Sorry. After eating that, all I can say is, I want more. I want to go back to the buffet, eat all the tacos and nachos with cheese. That's all I've got so far. After eating Sebastian for lunch, I had the most incredible afternoon nap. But now it's time to continue the tour of the cruise ship. Part 2, let's do it. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, and one thing I noticed that's very different about the hallways is that there's no more trolleys. Because it's the afternoon, all the rooms have been serviced, cleaned, and all the housekeeping staff, they're gone, which means that wheelchair users can easily move through the hallway. So if you're in a large wheelchair, you might struggle getting around in the mornings, but you're guaranteed good access in the afternoon. We're going to take Whitney for yet another piss. And after that, we're going to explore deck 8, 9, and 10. Welcome to pram parking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 prams. Again, I'm going to show you how hard it is to open these on your own. Can't Whitney? I've got a motor on. Hello. Do you want me to take a photo for you?
That's okay.
You right? Okay. No worries. We're currently heading along the east coast of Tasmania. In the skyline over there, you can actually see the island of Tassie. We've been running parallel to the coastline for a while now, and it's getting choppier and choppier, and a little bit windier as well. And we're definitely getting a bit more of a rock in the ship. If you're sensitive to rockiness in ships, this might not be the cruise for you. I've just arrived in level 7, and there is nothing on level 7 except for cabins, rooms for people sleeping. So let's get back in the lift and go up. On every level, there's a number on the side of the lift that's in Braille. So if you're visually impaired or blind, when you exit the lift, if you reach to the left of the lift and put your hand on the side, you'll be able to feel the number and the Braille.
Doors closing. Deck 8. Doors closing. Doors opening. Going up.
We have arrived in deck 8. It's a pretty sweet level. Well, sweet in the fact that it's just full of sweets. Not the chocolate variety, the cabin variety. And there's nothing to see here either. So back in the lift and up we go. We're now on our way to level 9, and level 9 is where all the action is. Cabanas, Dory's Reef, Edge Bar, Funnel Vision, Deck Pool, Senses Fitness Centre, Spa, Salon, restaurants, and the list goes on. Another difficult door with a ramp and big step. Oh, that one has a massive step. Check it out. From this part of Deck 9 and beyond, it's adults only. You have to be 18 years old to enter this area. So Whitney, you have to stay here because you're only 6. Love the way she looked at me with a side eye. This is the adults only pool. And the really neat thing about this pool as well is it's completely accessible. I'm going to head in a little while and have a swim. But first, let's finish this tour. For those of you that like blowing back a few darts, this is your area, the smoking area. The smoking area has one of the best views of the entire ship. So you can look out here and look over the ocean whilst having a beer and a dart. Through this door is the sports club. There's pokies, a TAB, all your favourite Aussie pub activities can be found through this door. It says crew members only, but don't be fooled, it is a pub. You might need to fact check that. So this is the day spa, is it? Mm-hmm. Now, I need to get my nails done, but Whitney, she needs her nails done too. Do you do manicure and pedicures for service dogs?
I wish I can do that.
Okay.
But I cannot.
Did you hear that, Whitney? It's a no. No nails did for you today. You've got facials, couple massages. There's about 20 different types of massages, and they all range from about $300 to $200 each. That's US dollars. But be warned, there's no jacuzzi. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I spoke to the lovely ladies there at the salon, and they're going to see if they can book Whitney in for a massage whilst I'm here. Let's see how we go. We are now leaving the adults only section, and we're going to the all-aged family pool. The pool deck is huge. There are so many beach chairs around, so there's plenty of spots to set up. And we're quite lucky because this cruise is only 50% full. So finding a spot next to the pool is super easy. They're heading now to deck 10 for the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, and also the restaurant Palo is on this level. We have reached the end of the tour of the Disney Wonder, and we have just arrived at Wide World of Sports. And behind me is where you can sweat it out on the basketball court. I hope you enjoyed the tour of Disney Wonder. Right now, the staff are down next to the pool, setting up the wheelchair accessible lift. So in about 10 minutes from now, come with me as I get my flamingo Speedos on and go for a swim.
Just call them. Usually you have to give like an hour at least, but they're going to try to see what they can do.
That's all right. The staff are down next to the pool, setting up the wheelchair accessible lift. So this is it. This is the chairlift that's going to get me into the water. Wow, this is not for the faint-hearted. Tell you what, we're pretty high in the sky, and then down we come. The pool deck is huge, and there's stairs to get in. However, there is some accessible entries. You just have to speak to guest services, and they'll set up a chairlift. That's all right, and now it's fine.
All right.
4:15.
Yeah, so hopefully they do it soon though. So.
There's no rush.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
See you soon. Come with me as I get my flamingo Speedos on and go for a swim. The staff just come up to me and just advised me that the pool chair has now been set up and it's ready for use. Now I'm just waiting for my Speedos to be delivered, and then I'm going to do a sneaky change right here and then get in that water.
Can't touch this. You can't touch this.
So this is it. This is the chairlift that's going to get me into the water. I'm pretty excited to give it a go. This is great. All right, so there's a seatbelt just here. It's more like a little strap that goes in here, and then I've got an armrest. So I've got a few different buttons here: up, down, left, right. Up a little bit. Whoop, I'm up, and then over a little bit. Whoop. You raise me up. And the funny thing is, everybody around here is staring. I think I might just hang out here. I think I've gone as far as I need to go. Wow, this is not for the faint-hearted. I'll tell you what, we're pretty high in the sky, and then down we come. This is hilariously amazing. Hopefully this can drop me right into the water. All right, down we go. Down we go. All right, my toes are in. Yep, it's too cold. I'm done. I'm getting out. Whoa. This is crazy. Down we go. So we're in. Wow, what an incredible experience. And just to think that my last cruise that I was on just a few months ago, I couldn't even get into the pool at all. And here on this cruise, they've got a chairlift designed and made for people with disabilities. Just incredible. And to be honest with you, a chairlift like that, it's only about 10 grand. But it means that everybody, no matter your level of ability, can get in the pool. The only thing that would be great is to see this pool chairlift set up permanently, so people with disabilities don't have to ask for it to be set up. Well done, Disney. What an amazing experience, that was so great. And now it's time to fish myself out of the pool with the remote. That was absolutely unreal. What a sensational and inclusive experience. Let's find out where that pina colada is. Let's see if Tasmania let Whitney into the state. Did I hear someone say, there he is? You're expecting Whitney, I'm assuming. You've been warned about this vicious animal. We have just arrived in Hobart and it's about 7 a.m. I had planned to go visit Mona today, which is the famous museum of modern art here in Hobart. But unfortunately, it's closed on Wednesdays. And I was going to go to the wildlife sanctuary. However, animals aren't allowed, even service animals. So it looks like that's off the cards. So today, I'm just going to explore the local area. Tell you what, it was a very, very rocky night. We had winds of 80 with gusts up to 100 kilometers an hour. I reckon there was a few people in their cabins riding the porcelain bus yesterday. But the skies are quite clear and it's going to be a lovely 20 degrees. So we're going to get off the ship, we're going to roll around and see what there is to see. I do have a little bit of a problem though. My wheelchair is a little bit broken. My caster wheel, which is the front wheel at the front of my chair, is pretty much locked up. So one of my friends back in Melbourne has organised a wheelchair repairer to come to the cruise terminal this morning. He repairs bikes, but he's coming to service my wheelchair.
Hi, the bike man, Matt speaking.
G'day, this is Shane. I'm the guy on the cruise ship with a wheelchair needing some TLC. My caster fork is a bit seized up.
I can come this morning. Yeah, I reckon, between 9 and 10 should be okay.
All right, thank you so much.
Too easy. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Hello.
Morning, sir.
How are you?
Good, how are you, sir?
Good, thank you. Thanks so much.
Anybody with you assisting the gang vessel?
Whoa, no, I'll get some staff help with that. The ramp off the ship is extraordinarily steep, but also really dangerous. If you're in a large power wheelchair and you go up with that climb and you have too much tilt in your chair, you'll go out backwards. And also crazy for people that are a little bit older to climb up that, and people with suitcases as well. And then when you get off the ramp and you go down, it's also really steep to get onto the port. Glad I've got my travel insurance. Wish me luck. Oh my! Wow.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Thank you.
My friend, what is your name?
Whitney.
Windy?
Whitney.
Oh, Windy.
Oh my God, look at this. Whoa.
Oh,
sorry.
Be careful.
Oh, I thought you wanted to give me a hug. I only feared for my life for about 2 seconds, but no, I'm fine. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. All right, so I'm getting the paperwork again that I've been sitting on the whole time, nice and warm. So let's see if Tasmania let Whitney into the state. Hello. Did I hear someone say, there he is? Yeah. You're expecting Whitney, I'm assuming. You've been warned about this vicious animal. And the paperwork. This has caused a lot of issues. So she can come into the state?
She can.
She can come in! Yay! Tommy, did you hear that? Thank you so much. On the count of 3, we'll do thumbs up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I thought it was going to be a drama and lots of stress getting off the ship, but they were expecting Whitney, and they looked at the paperwork like, that's fine, come on in. So let's just hope we can get back on the ship again. I've just been onto Google and I've looked at cafes that are accessible, and I found a place with the blue wheelchair icon. It's about a 5-minute roll from the port. The place I'm going to is called Finalizing, and hopefully we can get in for some delicious food and caffeine. We've just rolled into beautiful Salamanca, and it's beautiful. It has such old port charm with buildings from the 1800s, beautiful brick and stone buildings everywhere. It's a real vibe. Soy cappuccino?
Soy cap?
And an oat cup. Thank you so much. The menu here looks absolutely unreal. You can get poached eggs, fried eggs, scrambled eggs, avocado on toast, French toast, farsi bruschetta. Can I please order the corn zucchini fritters with hummus, chimichurri and pickled onion?
Yeah, of course.
I'll add a poached egg on please too.
Yeah.
Thank you. And also, do you have a wheelchair accessible bathroom here?
Yes, yeah.
It's not every day you find a cafe with an accessible bathroom, so that's great. Wow, when she said there was an accessible bathroom, I definitely wasn't expecting a DDA compliant bathroom. But this is amazing, it's huge. I actually don't know a cafe that has a better accessible bathroom than this one. The doors are automatic, you simply just press the button, the door opens. My fritters have arrived and it looks absolutely delicious. Let's test this out and see if it's as delicious as it sounds on the menu. It is really, really delicious. Hi, it's Shane. How's it going?
Hey, are you still around? Just coming down to the waterfront now.
Yeah, I'm just at the cafe and there's plenty of 2-hour parking around here, so we'll see you when you pull up.
Yeah.
See you soon. My wheelchair's a little bit broken. My caster wheel, which is the front wheel at the front of my chair, is pretty much locked up. My saviour is on the way. My saviour is on the way. G'day, how's it going?
Good.
I'm Shane, good to meet you.
You too.
You're the bike saviour.
I am the wheelchair saviour today though.
The left fork is almost completely locked up.
So you got water in the actual main bearings and most of them.
Yeah, that's it. And this is your van. Tell me about your setup.
It's just like a mobile workshop, so I've had it for 6 years.
Do you do a few wheelchairs here and there?
Yeah, I do. A few bearing replacements, tyres, that kind of thing.
What do you reckon? I jump into a normal chair and you can just take my chair
if
away?
you're happy to sit here and finish your breakfast, and I'll just wheel it up there to the back of the van and we'll have a look.
Please do me a favour, if you take my wheelchair away, can you bring it back?
Yeah.
I will be in trouble if you run away with my wheelchair.
They go for pretty good money, I hear.
All right, well, I'll get one of their normal chairs.
Yeah.
And then I'll jump into it. All right, so my chair is naked, ready to go. So yeah, good luck.
Yeah, cheers. We'll have a look.
Thank you.
Get it sorted. Cool. The bearings, once the grease sort of washes out of them, they just get stiff because the water just passes through those seals. They do start to wear out pretty quickly after that.
About 45 minutes has passed and I'm sitting here drinking my wheat oat cappuccino, and next thing I know, Matt's van flies past me. He's driving away. You ran off with my wheelchair. Where are you going?
I gotta go, man.
Hello? Hello? Oh my God, he's just posted it on Facebook Marketplace. Flash sale, happy to take $200 cash, worth 10 grand new. Has brand new caster wheels and bearings. I can't believe he stole my wheelchair and it's on Marketplace. I'm probably gonna have to get a horse and carriage back to the ship. You came back.
I came back.
I can't believe I had to buy my wheelchair back off you.
Yeah, I know. Good price, good price.
What happened?
I thought it'd be better if you spend the day exploring Hobart, so you know.
Oh, thank you so much. My chair is fixed and it's rolling smoothly, yay! But huge thanks to Matt, the guy from Bike Van. What a champion. So if you're ever in Tasmania and you need your bike or wheelchair fixed, hit up Matt. It's now time to explore Salamanca. I'm going to wheel through the streets and check out galleries and shops and all there is to offer. Come. Should I try one of these fabulous fascinators on our hats or something? Hi, I'm very good. How are you? What a gorgeous shop. This area is full of so many little boutique shops absolutely everywhere. You can get yourself walking sticks, hats, scarves. They've even got beautiful organic soap made here in Tasmania. This shop smells divine. Oh, goodness. I've just spotted a very cute place for lunch and it's called The Den. And they do bao buns and other delicious foods. This is absolutely incredible. I know I get free food on the cruise ship, but who would want to pass up the opportunity to eat this delicious food here in Salamanca? Just behind me is where the Salamanca Markets takes place. It's not open today. The Markets also has accessible bathrooms. The door even opens. It's important that all dogs, even service dogs, get some time for some fun. Winnie, up here. It's playtime. Are you ready? Are you ready? Go! Go! Fun time is over. It's time to head back to the ship. Did you have a good time? You did, didn't you? I thought Salamanca was really accessible. It was easy to wheel around. Most of the shops are accessible. Great food. I found the most accessible bathroom I've ever seen before in a restaurant or a cafe. Anyway, let's get back on the ship and hopefully we'll have a magical evening. What a great day it's been. And we're about to head up this steep ramp to head back onto the cruise ship. Oh my God. Oh wow, she is steep. Oh, oh my goodness. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh wow. And then the death drop at the other side. Whoa.
Oh, sorry for that. Oh, sorry.
I'm a survivor. I survived it. This restaurant was created when the ship was created.
The words, let's do a modern classic. Classic in the sense of sleek and ocean-going and romantic and Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth-ish.
Moms and dads can make a reservation for a romantic grown-ups only getaway high above the sea at Palo.
We're on our way to Pablo, which is the most famous Italian restaurant on the ocean right now. Sorry, it's called Palo. I've been calling it Pablo for the last 3 days. And I hear the Italian food is to die for. Hey, I told you, it's Pablo. P-A-B-L-O. Pablo. And they got a wheelchair bathroom. Evening.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. We ready for you. Just for the gentle, we need long pants.
Oh, so don't wear pants?
No, we need long pants.
Oh, you need long pants.
Yeah.
You got long pants?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll wait here. Turns out you have to wear pants here, which is quite lucky because I was thinking about coming naked. No, I'm just joking, you can't wear shorts. But no one told us this. But anyway, Red, who's holding the camera, is about to run back right now and get some pants on. Quick! Faster! Red, I just want to say that's so nice of you to put some pants on.
Take me a chair for you?
Ah, I'll just take my own chair.
Yes?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you
You've
so
been in
much.
Palo before?
No, it's our first time.
First time in
Yeah.
Palo. Welcome. Just want to ask you, do you have any special dietary restrictions or allergies on the table?
He's intolerant
Intolerance?
towards people.
Towards people? But I'm a sweet person. Anything you're celebrating today?
No. Let me think.
Yes. Anything you're going to celebrate?
Hobart.
Hobart!
The fascinating thing about Palo, this restaurant was created when the ship was created.
The words, let's do a modern classic. Classic in the sense of sleek and ocean-going and romantic and Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth-ish.
And they came up with the idea in 1997 because the ship was built in Italy.
Moms and dads can make a reservation for a romantic grown-ups only getaway high above the sea at Palo.
Palo was such a success on this cruise ship that now every Disney cruise ship has a Palo restaurant, just like this. The menu has so many delicious things. You can get any pasta platters, you can get burrata, pasta, there's a pizza. And they've got some great vegetarian options and vegan options. Looking at the menu, you really do feel like you're in Italy. And it smells like you're in Italy too, smelling the wood fire pizza burning. My chicken has arrived, and boy does it look scrumptious. And they've got this little cup here with thyme juice. Wow. Should we see if it tastes as good as it looks? Here we go. Oh my God. I don't think I'm ever going to leave this ship. This is amazing. It's our last full day on the boat, and as you can see, it's a beautiful day. We're heading now to New South Wales, Sydney. You might have guessed it, but it's very, very choppy. Just been to the gym, and now I'm on the top deck. There's Lion King. There's no one else on the top deck because the weather is crazy. So I've decided to take Whitney for a few off-lead laps around the top deck for some exercise. Today being the last full day on the ship, I've decided that I'm going to get amongst it and try to do as many of the activities in the schedule as possible. Anyway, let's do some laps, get some coffee, and do the day. Whitney, you ready? Go!
It means no worries for the rest of your days. Hakuna Matata.
Welcome to the photo kiosk. Before you proceed, are you happy to be charged $1,622 per photo? That sounds reasonable. Last night at dinner, we had our photo taken with Rochelle, amazing human, and we've been chatting with her about her 4 dogs back home. And so she loves Whitney. Anyway, yesterday she asked if she could pat Whitney, and I usually say no because obviously she's a service dog, but having that she was missing a dog so much, I said, go for it. So I got a photo of her with Whitney, and it brought so much joy to her. And I thought, here she is going around this cruise taking photos of everybody, but no one takes a photo of her. Anyway, so I've taken this photo. I'm going to track it down to hopefully give the photo to her today. We are on our way now to Shutters, which is where you go to look at the photos that have been taken of you during the cruise. And then you go pay an exorbitant amount for that photo. So let's see if we can find Shutters and find the photo. I found the photo lab, and I haven't used this before, but I'm gonna see how easy it is to use, but it's quite high up. So if you're here I am saying it's not very accessible, but look, behind me is a wheelchair accessible photo lab viewing station as I was about to drive Disney cruises over the coals. Come on, let's go check out this one. Whitney and I are gonna look at the photos. So let's see if I can work it out. It says tap and hold your card. Now there's terms and conditions.
Welcome to the photo kiosk. Before you proceed, are you happy to be charged $1,622 per photo? That sounds reasonable. Wow, so these are the 4 photos we got taken last night. There's me, there's Whitney. I don't know who this random person is. Oh, that's lovely. And you can tell Whitney, she's struggling. She's like, I don't want to be in this photo. I think it's either this one or this one. What do you reckon? For $109 US, you can get 4 photos. Wow, it's so expensive. If we buy digital, it's $22.95 US, but I guess we should, shouldn't we? Check out. So then you need to log into Disney Cruise Line photo site to accept more terms and conditions. These are the terms and conditions. It's still going. Have a look at this. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I agree. And here's the photo that I've just purchased, and I can download it. Save image in photos. Save the photos. Cannot save, no internet connection.
And ourselves over here, is there anything I can help you with?
Hi, I'm Shane.
Lovely to meet you.
I'm having a magical day, by the way.
Oh, we love to hear that.
So I've just got the photo here.
Okay.
And I just want to know who this weird stranger is in the photo.
Well, I mean, sometimes they pop up in the backgrounds every once in a while.
Yeah, it's red. Now, I've already paid for it.
Okay.
And I want to download it because it's already on my screen. And if I click on the download.
Yes.
And then it says here, press and hold to save the photo. So I'm doing that. And then it says, you have no internet connection.
Can I have us switch over to Safari? Technology for us when it works.
I know, I'm a boomer, so I'm struggle with basic technology. And then let's try now. So press download, hold the finger, and oh my goodness,
Yay.
High five.
We love it.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, that's great. Thank you very much.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your magical day.
Thank you so much.
Any other plans?
We have a full itinerary. We're going to be doing crafts at Crown and Fin. We're going to be seeing Inside Out, learn how to draw, Mufasa, Tina's Palace, and then Disney Dreams. I mean, this could go on, but yeah, we've got it pretty well planned. Awesome. Thank you so much. And check that out. That's the photo. How great is it? Do you think that tips should be built into the price when you book a cruise? I've just returned back to my room and I've received a letter. This is the second time that I received this letter, letting me know that my credit card has declined and it's not working, and I owe the cruise company $445.40 US. The problem is that everything here is charged in US dollars, but because all the charges are happening overseas, the bank thinks that my credit card has potentially been stolen. So they've blocked it, so I can't spend any money. And the funny thing is that I'm on the ship now in the middle of the ocean, so I can't call the bank. I can't even message the bank on the app because I don't have data. So I've got to spend $30 US to get a day access. Then I did just log into the My Cruise app on the Disney portal, and it's got all the charges. And I tell you what, I've spent a lot of money at Cove Cafe. My coffee addiction has really come to light through this trip. Delicious. But one thing that's really interesting is that Gratuities, I've been charged $64 twice for tips. I've also received another letter here saying recommendations of how much we should tip each of the people that have been helping us on the cruise. For instance, it's recommending that we tip our server $42 US, assistant server $34 US, and it goes on and on. So if we agree to those recommendations, we tear this piece of paper and then we put it in these little envelopes. But the funny thing is, considering these are recommendations, well, it's already charged me tips anyway. So this poses the question, do you think that tips should be built into the price when you book a cruise? Or do you think it's better to tip along the cruise? Let me know your thoughts. Let's go for a roll. Hello, how are you? I received a letter stating that suggested gratuities. Let me get this right. The cruise company just automatically puts it on the account. Is that right?
That is correct.
Why is that?
It's a service fee if you are servicing.
Yeah.
You get the best value and all the reward based on the ticket.
And you can see it being confusing because you're saying this is what we recommend you do,
and then you ask us to put it in an envelope, but you've already charged the account anyway. But also I have another problem. I've received a letter saying my credit card's not working. So the problem is, I'm assuming, is that my credit card's blocked.
Because of your bank just try to protect you.
Yeah.
The issue with all the ABCs, so it's not your fault.
So let me get this right. So this piece of paper is each of the people that have worked with me, and then I can choose how much I give them individually. Thank you so much, Cherry. Thank you. Just had a wonderful catch up with Cherry from Guest Services, who explained the tipping situation. And as I suspected, the staff on the ship are not getting a huge amount on the salary.
Normally the people who work with in the service will get the less salary, and all the work based on the tip basis.
Why do they get less salary?
That is the culture in the Western and in American.
So they need to use tips and receive tips to be able to make up the salary to receive in Australia what we would call a fair wage. On this form here are all the staff that I've interacted with and worked with. So in here is the recommended tip amounts, but I can write the new tip amount so I can give them more or less. Having that I've been tipping along the way, I can make adjustments to this tip page accordingly. So if you're coming on a Disney cruise, whether it be in America or in Australia, it's important to tip the staff, because if you don't, they will not be receiving fair wage. How long have you been on this cruise ship for?
17 years.
On the Disney Wonder?
Yes.
For 17 years?
17 years.
Wow. So this is like your home?
Yeah, this is my home.
It looks like a family here.
Yes, that's true.
The amazing Christine, who's our housekeeper, who's been looking after our room and doing an absolutely splendid job. I've just gotten home from dinner to see this amazing tower octopus that's been made up. Wow is an understatement. There's chocolates everywhere. It looks incredible.
I'm Christine from Philippines. I'm on Disney Wonder.
I want to ask you about your towels. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
How did you know how to make them?
We have a training for that.
Yeah.
And then we've learned from each other.
Yeah.
And also, we have this towel folding classes during long cruises. So from there, I've learned also.
And what do you love most about being on this cruise ship?
Aside from my job that I really like it and enjoying it, the traveling also, it's a bonus factor.
Out of every place you've been to on a cruise ship, what's your favorite destination?
Norway.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I love it. It's so romantic.
Yeah. How many rooms do you look after here?
14.
When you work here over the 17 years, do you look after different areas of the boat?
Yes.
What's your favorite area of the boat?
Forward.
Forward. Yeah.
Yes, I like forward.
Do you know how many accessible rooms there are on the boat?
Accessible room on deck 6, we have 2 in the forward.
Yeah.
And then there is 4 at the back, plus on the upper deck on deck 8.
And is it very often you get service dogs on the cruise?
Me, it's my first time.
Oh, it's your first time?
It's my first time.
How cute is Whitney though?
Very cute.
And I just want to say, every day meeting you, coming in and out, has just been such a highlight. And so thank you so much.
Nice meeting you.
No, it's been a pleasure meeting you. Without a doubt, the highlight of this cruise so far has been the people. And for many people that work and live on this ship, this cruise is everything to them. Many of the crew sometimes spend months and months on the ship at any time. So it makes sense that the people working here, they become family and they are truly passionate about what they do.
Would you like any popcorn?
Oh, I love a popcorn. It was so nice to make friends with Rochelle and Christine, and I'm really going to miss them leaving the boat tomorrow, which honestly, coming on the cruise is not something I would have expected. Here I am, so lucky to have you follow me around with the camera all day, and I'm so grateful that I'm happy to do whatever you want to do today, including go to crafts at Crown and Fin Pub on deck 3 forward at 1:15. Go to crafting a love letter. We're on our way now to Crown and Fin for arts and crafts, but it's not any arts and crafts. It's arts and crafts for adults. Woohoo! Woo! Woo! It's so weird to be in an Irish pub to do arts and crafts. It feels a bit wrong.
That's what I said, English pub. Cameraman always correcting me. By the way, I'm looking for a new cameraman. Hello.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
So go ahead and grab your wind chime, your cup, your string, your scissors, and yeah, have a good time.
Scissors?
Yeah.
Scissors on a ship?
I know rocking boats and scissors don't work well.
Wow. So what do I do? I'm going the wrong way, aren't I?
It's okay, I got you, ma'am. I got you.
It's like the buffet. You have to go in one direction. You get evil eyes if you get it wrong. I reckon we're just gonna squeeze in here. What do you reckon?
I think it's a good seat. I like the seats you can lay down on them. There you guys go. So yeah, it's pretty much you just kind of have fun with it.
Cool, and so you just hang the strings on and that's it. Is there any instructions or we just wing it?
You wing it. So pretty much you're gonna have your jewels.
Yeah.
You put them in the order that you want.
Wow.
You have the bells, or you can put them at the bottom of the string.
Yeah.
And then just make sure you leave a string at least for the top piece there too as well.
Okay, and then you can take this home with you, is that right?
Of course you can. We want you to take it.
Wow.
Hey, no matter what it turns out, you still gotta take that home with you.
I'm so excited.
Yes, turn up, turn up. Well, come on, have a seat.
Thank you so much.
Just because, of course,
She didn't give me scissors. Do you reckon it's because she's worried about me and scissors? And I'd be worried about me and scissors. Christine, our amazing housekeeper, has been getting creative every day with the towels. So we decided today that we'll come here and get creative for her. We are going to make her a wind chime. So she'll always remember us, whether she likes it or not. Are you ready to get creative? Inside here is the cup of goodies. And I've got so many shiny diamonds in here. Have a look. So we've got bells, little jewels, and string to hang them. Cue creative music. Let's do this. Okay, so craft class hasn't gone too well. It took me a long time to thread the beads through the string. And I mean, look how tiny the hole is. Like, it's almost impossible. And I've got really bad dexterity in my hand. So if you're like a incomplete quadriplegic like me, you'll understand how hard it is to get fine motor skill. So I deviated from making a wind chime to making one single earring. Do you like it? I love it. It's great. Rhett, how's yours going? What are you making again?
I'm running out of time. I can't talk.
You're stressing right now because there's only, what, 4 minutes left? There's only 4 minutes left, Rhett.
I can't get it.
You need to move quicker, Rhett. 1 minute left. He's shaking. I can feel the time tension now. It's happening. Smile, pretend you're happy with your creation. Okay, so I was just getting in my wheelchair and my earring got caught on my wheelchair and it snapped. So I haven't even left the seat and my creation is already destroyed. It's all on the floor in pieces. I'll get through this, but at least Rhett's creation has survived. But I can highly recommend Arts and Crafts Adult Edition here in, what's the pub called? Jackson and Finn's. We're on our way to the cinema to watch a movie. What's the cinema called again?
Buena Vista, so don't even bother saying it.
In the Buena Vista Cinema, which I completely got the name butchered, I know. Watching Inside Out 2, and it's only just come out in cinemas, so it's literally a brand new movie. I've got all my all-you-can-eat popcorn bucket ready to go, and the movie starts in 5 minutes, so hopefully we get a good spot to watch it. But it's quite a weird feeling going to a cinema on a cruise ship. I have no idea how big the screen is or what the wheelchair accessible seating is like, but we're about to find out. I think this is the lineup for the popcorn. Is this the line for the popcorn?
No. Popcorn should be, keep going straight, should be on your right.
All right, thank you. Like I said, that was the line for the popcorn. Hello. Inside Out 2?
Yes, sir.
Oh, just in there?
Yes, sir.
Amazing. Are the drinks complimentary? Oh, they're not. Okay, can I have a pop-up with my popcorn? Thank you. So do you make the popcorn fresh?
Yes, sir.
How often is it made?
Just a pop now. So
Whoa! You couldn't get much fresher if you tried. Thank you so much. Now, can we grab any seat we want in the cinema?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there special seating for wheelchairs?
they have one in the side, sir, if you want.
So when you go in, there's a wheelchair
Yes, sir.
spot?
No, it's not actually a wheelchair spot, but you have space in there.
Okay.
On that side when you come inside.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Yes, sir.
So I've just rolled into the cinema and the wheelchair seating section is up the very, very top. We call this the nosebleed, which means that you're so high in the sky that the air is thin that I think that's it. Anyway, it's called the nosebleed. So there's no wheelchair seating that you can transfer into to get a normal cinema seat, unfortunately.
Welcome to the Buena Vista Theatre.
The movie is just finished. Great movie. After a while you get used to being up so high and looking down. Still, such a fantastic experience. Going to the cinemas on a cruise ship. We're on our way to our very last dinner on the cruise, and it's a restaurant called Tiana's. And I've been told it's the crown jewel of the restaurants here on the Disney Wonder. Let's go see what the hype is all about. Evening.
We missed you yesterday.
Yeah, went to Palo.
Oh, I see.
It's lovely. We're seated at our table here at Tiana's, and there are incredible vibrations coming up through the floor. I was like, Turns out that we are sitting above the engines. Literally, the table is vibrating. Maybe it's because I'm in a wheelchair. I feel all the bumps. The restaurant is New Orleans inspired, but it also has a bit of a Phantom of the Opera vibe, with purple and chandeliers around the place and gothic looking furniture and chairs. But I believe that we are in for a treat tonight, as there's a piano and musical instruments on stage. I have a feeling that it's going to be swinging and wild.
So is everyone ready to dance? Yeah! Yes, please welcome to the stage our very special musical guest, the Rocket Brothers.
Absolutely delicious. It's a bit loud in here, and there's a lot of people dancing. It has a real big party energy. But I suggest you try the chicken. The chicken is absolutely delicious. Have some beautiful. You better hit subscribe if you like me dancing. The day has come to an end, and I'm right here just where the day started. And as you can see, the weather hasn't really changed much. It's really, really windy. But the good thing is, when you're in the ship, you can't really tell that it's 100-kilometer-an-hour winds. What a great Disney experience it has been. And tomorrow morning, we wake up and we disembark the ship and get excited, because I'm about to do a review and let you know what I think the cruise has been like out of 5 stars. We have arrived in Sydney. It's
about 6 a.m. and the boat has just pulled up into port and it's time to get off the boat. I received this letter last night from Biosecurity. Dear Shane Hobart, Australian Biosecurity have informed that they will be coming on board tomorrow, this morning, and require all service and assistant animals to be presented. Please be advised the time is 7 a.m. at the Cadillac Lounge. 7 a.m. I'm on my way now to let Whitney do a pee-pee and then Biosecurity to see if this little nugget can enter back into Australian land again.
We must always declare or dispose of food ingredients.
Wow, we've arrived in Sydney. Yeah, so it turns out I made a mistake. I thought we were arriving right in the Sydney Harbour, parked out the front of the Sydney Harbour Bridge, the Opera House, but no. We've got this port terminal and I was hoping that I could walk to our hotel. It turns out it's an hour-and-a-half walk. So we got a bit of a dilemma because I haven't booked any transport. So hopefully I can book an Uber. Make sure you check the port information. Don't be like me. Off to see Biosecurity, off to see Biosecurity. Are you ready, Whitney? Hello. Good morning. This is Whitney. So quick question for you.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of issues with mixed information on booking this cruise. Long story short, they were pretty much like, this is not necessary because it's a domestic cruise.
No, so all animals, will need to go through a permit process with domestic cruises. It's very low risk.
The process for booking for a service dog has been quite horrendous. You know, the fact that I can go on a, Spirit of Tasmania fine or jump on a plane fine.
And have no dramas.
Have no dramas.
Feedback is important.
Oh, definitely.
Feedback.
Yeah.
It's, one step closer to making changes because we obviously want to, essentially it's probably real the start of your cruise, really.
Oh, it did.
Very stressful.
Yeah, it absolutely did. Well, thank you so much for the checkup.
Mate. Take care of yourself, mate.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. Well, Whitney has cleared Biosecurity. She's been given a clean bill of health and we're ready to disembark this ship. So I'm going to go head back to the room, collect all my stuff and get on out and hopefully find a way to the Opera House. But first, it's time to head up to the deck and I'll get to review this cruise and let you know how I rate it out of 5 stars. My cruise has come to an end, but how would I rate my cruise out of 5 stars? Well, for things to do, I rate this cruise 5 stars. On the ship, there is so many things that you can do, from theatres, restaurant, you've got different activities like craft making. The difference between Disney and a lot of other cruise companies is that there is an endless amount of things to do on a cruise ship, which keeps kids, but also adults, busy and entertained. Disney also have a really good onboard app, which you can click on and you can see all the activities for the day, plan and book. For access to facilities for people with disabilities, I rate this cruise 4 out of 5 stars. Most of the facilities were accessible for people with disabilities. At every theatre show or event on the cruise, there was always a section for wheelchair users and people with disabilities, which I think is just incredible. Oh my God, thank you so much.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Look, she wants some popcorn. Whoa! I even discovered there's a chairlift to lift people in the pool. Wow, this is not for the faint-hearted. However, it would be amazing if that chairlift was set up permanently so people with disabilities can get in and out of the pool at any time. Why not just leave it out all the time? Can I please have a pina colada? I rate food 4.5 stars. There's great options for people of all different dietary requirements, whether you're a vegan, vegetarian. The cruise has all your favorite fatty foods, but it also has heaps of healthy options as well. Wow, delicious. For the doors on the ship, I rate it a very solid 1 out of 5 stars. Some of the doors are extremely heavy, and some of the automatic doors open, but then go to a door that you have to push up that.
There's no way to do it without crashing into the door.
I rate ramp access when required on this cruise 1 out of 5 stars. The only ramp that I had to use was getting on and off the ship.
And the ramps that they put in place were extraordinarily steep and unsafe.
Oh, be careful.
Oh, I thought you wanted to give me a hug. Getting off at Tasmania was a little bit risky. Oh, wow. But when I got back on the boat, I almost fell out of my wheelchair. Whoa!
Oh, sorry for that. Oh, sorry.
I'm a survivor. I survived it.
Thank you.
Oh, take a breath. I need a nap. I rate my room 5 stars. When I finally worked out which room was my room, this is not an accessible room. I've got the wrong room. Quick. And then I did get an accessible room. I was blown away by the fact that it had an automatic door. Wow. Isn't this great? This makes it easier for people with limited hand function to get in and out of the room. The bathroom is also large and easy to move around with a shower chair and grab rail. The bed is also at a height that is easy to transfer in and out of from a wheelchair. And one thing I also really liked is the desk had space for wheelchair users to wheel under it. For service dogs treatment on the cruise ship, I rate Disney 4.5 out of 5 stars. They did a great job caring and supporting for service animals on their cruises. They even set up an amazing pee station for Whitney. Good girl. There was a bit of a step to get in and out of that area, but apart from that, it was very well set up for people with disabilities and service animals. I rate the crew and staff 5 out of 5 stars. I could rate them more if I could. Meeting such beautiful people like Christine, our housekeeper, really made me realize why Disney is such a successful brand. It is because of the people. The people that I've met that work on this cruise ship, some of them have been on this ship for 17 years. I met one person that's been on this ship since day 1, and they call this ship their home, and the other crew members their family. Overall, I rate this cruise 4 out of 5 stars. This has been an absolutely amazing cruise, but it wouldn't take much for Disney to make this a 5 out of 5 star cruise. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Thank you so much for joining me on my cruise adventure. And join me next time as together we wheel around the world. Woo! See you next time.